Welcome, everybody, to what would have been the Kaiju Clash Podcast. However, we had to cancel this week. I'm very sorry. However, I had plans Friday night. I tried recording Thursday. There's just everything went wrong. A lot of things went wrong, and couldn't really do it then. And Saturday, I had everything that did go wrong, that could go wrong, did go wrong, and if you're listening to this of the day I post it, you'll see that it's really, really late, and I had a lot more when I started this podcast in the summer. I had a lot more free time and now it's almost all gone. I try to do a weekly show. I wanted to try to be different than all the other podcasts and doing weekly shows and trying to be constant. However, I've realized that's a lot of work to do a weekly show, and it's a lot of stress when you have other things going on. And at the moment, I just need just a week to let this go and a week to prepare. And from now on, the Kaiju Clash Podcast will be every other week rather than a weekly show. I've been against it for the longest time. I thought, no, I can try. I can do a weekly show, but it's just a lot on me. Way too much stress. I realize how much it's getting to me, and the best choice is to do an every other week show. If something gigantic happens, then I'll do a supplemental show or something, but it's just been a lot on me. I've been behind on everything on this show. I did this podcast because I thought it would be fun, not a burden, so I just need a week to myself. I'm sorry. I feel guilty. I feel like I promised you all a show and I didn't really show up, but we will have a show next week. After that, it will be every other week. So every other Saturday. When I do the shows, I'll try to put the dates so you'll get it more. But it's just been a lot on. And this week, I unfortunately have to cancel. And from now on, it'll be going every other week. Also, it's kind of hard to create topics for every week. I mean, I guess going every other week isn't as much easier, but at least you're not blowing topics left and right that you kind of want to discuss later on in the long term. But again, I really did want to get a show in. Unfortunately, I couldn't. It will. From now, the Kaiju Clash Podcast will now on be every other week rather than weekly, and if you can survive another 2 weeks, then everything's going to be good. This show's going to be much better, richer content, hopefully longer show, and hopefully it all works out, and I just hope you understand and you just stick around for another week or two, and after that, I promise it'll get better. Thanks for listening. Thanks for understanding, and I hope to see you next week. We'll be talking about. We'll be doing that monster review I talked about last week on Guy Again, and since I'm not really doing a full show, there's still some things I want to promote. If you're still at this point listening, the Kaiju Clash Podcast. What's on there? There's a link to my other podcast, and if you're a 00 listener and you're listening to this, yes, I'll be doing the 00 recording Sunday, so don't worry, I'm not canceling that episode. Just go to kaijuklashdpodcast.com and find the 00 Wrestling Review link, and it'll take you to oowrestlingreview.com. Another thing we have is Alex String Patreon thing. You find the thing that says support Alex String, you click on it and it'll take you to Alex String's Patreon page. He's an independent game designer, and you can make $3, $6, $10, $15, and $20 pledges, And also at KaijuClashPodcast.com is Kaiju Battle Stories, fantasy battle stories from Duncan. Far right tab on the website, Kaiju Clash Podcast, and that's something I'll be working on Sunday. Probably is getting that updated because I'm really behind on that, and I really have to get going on that page. And another thing on our website is the niche and from the Movie Holics YouTube channel, and also fan tribute video. I was talking a few weeks ago about that one movie, that one tribute movie, and I said it was really good, and I'd put it on the website. And if you want to find it on YouTube, I didn't really find the guy's name, but I found the name of his channel, Tam2710. Again, Tam2710. So if you want to go check that out, you can go to either his YouTube channel or our website at KaijuClashPodcast.com. I think that, well, no, you can find us on Spreaker, Stitcher, Stitcher, YouTube, Kaiju Clash Podcast, Facebook, Kaiju Clash Podcast, Twitter, at Kaiju Revolution. Again, sorry for the cancellation, but trust me, this is for the better of both of us. Give me a week, I'll be refreshed, ready to go, and from now on, it'll be every other week show, and I hope that just gets the show better, richer content, less rushed. So thank you for listening, thank you for understanding, and see you next week.